What is going on, awesome people? This is Shady Wags with Got Your Back Gaming, and one of the first things you probably want to do when you get your new mixed reality headset is show it off to friends. There are about 50 games and apps for mixed reality in the Microsoft Store right now, but I feel like out of those, there's not one that stands out as a great title to show off VR for first-time users. Luckily, we do have the Steam VR Store available to us, and there are some really great titles out there that are perfect for showing off VR to your friends and family. My major criteria for these types of games is I don't want them to be too long or complicated. In my experience, when you first introduce someone to VR, you don't want to throw too much at them all at once. They're already wearing a headset over their eyes, headphones over their ears, and 2 controllers in their hands. And that's overwhelming enough, so you don't want to give them a game with a bunch of complicated controls. I want to give the person the best experience I can, so I always ask people who are trying VR for the first time, do you want to shoot stuff? Do you want to play a short, fun game? Do you want to be scared, or you just want to watch something cool? Now, if they want to shoot something, the game I put in front of them is Zombie Riot. Zombie Riot can be purchased through the Steam VR Store for $19.99. It is very cartoony, which I think is good for a first-time VR experience, unlike the other hundreds of zombie shooters out there which try to make the game as realistic and gory and complicated as they can. But Zombie Riot approaches it with a tongue-in-cheek comical approach while still providing a fun and sometimes scary experience. The most important thing is, this one is a standing game, but there is very little movement required, and the controls are easy to use, which makes it a great choice for a new person. I also like the fact that it is a wave shooter. It starts out very easy and very bright and colorful, almost like you're in a Simpsons game. But as the levels progress, the game gets darker and more difficult. Out of all the shooters I've had family and friends try, this is the one that people didn't want to take the headset off for. They wanted to keep playing to see the next level and try out the new weapons. So I give Zombie Riot a big thumbs up. Okay, now if someone wants to just have a fun experience, I give them 2 choices: Audio Shield or Cat Sorter. If I had to compare Audio Shield to anything, it would be Guitar Hero, but instead of a guitar, the person has 2 large shields on the front of their hands. And as the music plays, red and blue orbs will fly towards the person, and they have to hit those orbs with the corresponding shield. The more upbeat the song, the faster the orbs, and Audio Arena allows you to use your own music from your PC as well as music from the internet. And after you get done playing this game, you're going to feel like you've been through a complete upper body workout. The game can be purchased from Steam for $19.99, so another kind of expensive one, but overall this game has always been a big winner with people, and every person I've played this game for has loved it. The next game on the list is Cat Sorter. In this game, you are in charge of quality control at a cat factory, and as cats come down the conveyor belt, you pick them up, you check them out to make sure everything looks okay, and if there are defective parts, you must remove them and then put the right parts on before throwing them in the bin to put them up for, I guess, adoption. The game is bright, colorful, it has fantastic graphics, it's a standing game, and there's not a lot of room movement, and the controls are real simple. This game starts out real slow, but soon things pick up and the action gets pretty hectic. Overall, this is a great game to show off to friends and family, and most of the people I'd load this up for would end up messing around with the fully interactive environment more than they would actually attempt to play the game. You can purchase Cat Sorter from the Steam VR Store for $12.99, and as an honorable mention, I would like to add VR The Diner Duo. It follows the same concept as Cat Sorter, but you're tasked with making hamburgers at a diner. I would say this one's a little bit easier than Cat Sorter and aimed more towards children, and that one can be purchased for $14.99. Now, if the person wants to be scared, then what I load up for them is The Bellows. The Bellows is a VR horror experience designed to play out like an interactive movie, so there's not much interaction other than moving, deciding when and where to move. And I would compare this to a haunted house where they make their way from room to room, experiencing different types of scares along the way. The Bellows does not rely on gore. In fact, there's very little gore at all. It scares people with lighting, sound, anticipation, and jump scares. If I had to rate it, I would say it's PG-13, and the best part is it's free from the Steam store. If the person wants more of a disturbing and gory experience, then you may want to try Mental Asylum. This one takes it up a couple notches with the gore, but I would say personally for me it was not as scary as it is just really, really disturbing. And you can purchase Mental Asylum in the Steam VR store for $4.99. And if the person just wants to sit back and watch something, I'm going to give you 2 recommendations. The first one is Desert Ride Coaster. This is about a 60-second coaster ride through a sprawling mine, and that is free through the Steam store. The coaster rides have been very popular with my friends and family and actually led me to purchasing No Limits 2 from Steam, which is the most expensive title I've purchased so far at $29.99. But the coasters have been a really, really big hit. The other one is the Jaunt app, which can be downloaded through the Microsoft Store. Jaunt is a collection of short VR movies and trailers and has something that is sure to appeal to everyone from animal lovers to sports fans. So after going through hundreds and hundreds of games and apps and torturing my friends and family with trying these over and over, this is my list. I don't think you could go wrong with any of these titles. So to recap my top 5 to show off VR for first-time users, it's going to be Zombie Riot, Audio Shield, Cat Sorter, The Bellows, and Jaunt. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you found this video useful. If you did, hit that thumbs up button. And until next time, I'll talk to you later. Have a good one.
Don't touch any of the buttons. This is a dangerous machine. I mean, it's VR. You won't get hurt, but I'm going for the high score.